All right, so I might lose some followers because of this, and I might lose some friends because of this, but it is what it is. I think y'all have noticed about me, I'm not really scared to voice my opinion and, keep it 100. So I want to touch on this subject. I'm sitting out here at work. We kind of got a slow night, and I'm looking through Facebook, and I see a post where a good family with good people that actually care about this community, with kids that are junior handlers that are ready to step out of the community because of drama and stuff that they saw this past weekend. And it's sad because you see it. Every couple of days you see people putting their yard up for sale because they're tired of the drama and they're tired of the bullshit. So I guess my question to myself is, as I'm sitting here, like, when's enough enough? When is enough for the good people in the bully community to finally get fed up and stop caring about what others are going to think and make their voice be heard? Let's look at this honestly. So the bully community and all these other registries, a lot of these other registries started as a big FU to ABKC because of drama in the past and whatnot, right? So if our registries can't even get along and can't even come together for the betterment of the breed, then what's it going to take? When's it time for these registries to say, okay, this is a bad breeders list, we're going to share it amongst each other. This is a banned, person list, we're going to share it again amongst each other so that this person doesn't go into another registry and fuck up these dogs even more. When is it time for the registries to say, okay, you're not breeding for the standard, so therefore we're not registering your litter? I don't really see that happening because of, the color green, but it's sad. Why the fuck do you have a standard if you're going to let people come in and register their dogs that are nowhere near the standard that you created, that you put it forth, that we get judged by? When is it time for it not to be about the greed and for it to be about the breed? When is it time for people to grow the fuck up and start acting as adults, especially when there's kids at these events? Those are our future generations. Put yourself in the shoes of somebody that has kids and sit here and go, would I want my kids to see that? Would I want my kids to see somebody sloppy ass drunk at an event turn up? Seriously, dude. I understand, you want to have fun at the shows. So do I. And I'm cool with having a couple beers at the show as long as you don't get stupid, and sit here and try to start fights and just act a fool. When is it time for people to start saying, it's not all about the money that I'm putting in my pocket, but it's about the breed that I love, and it's about the community. I've seen the bully community come together on certain things and different fundraisers and things like that and blow stuff out of the water, and that's the good side. When is it time, when does it finally become a time for us on the good side that have done a lot to team together and say, okay, those of you that don't care about the standard, those of you that don't care about the breed, those of you that only do this for the money, it's time to start pushing you out so that the good is still there. You're tracking what I'm putting down there? It's when does it become a time to stop being a Facebook warrior, keyboard princess, and finally say something, write a letter, formal complaint, something with these registries? What do we have to do as a bully community to keep our breed from dying? Because as of right now, that's what's happening. Our breed is slowly dying. When you've got dogs that are passing away in 72-degree weather at shows, that should be an eye-opener. When you've got dogs that can't stand longer than 5 minutes because their rears are so messed up, that should be an eye-opener. When you've got dogs that fronts are so wide they can barely walk without pain, that should be an eye-opener. When you care more about your pocket than the well-being of an animal, what kind of person are you, man? Seriously. When is enough enough? When do we finally just say, it's time for us to rise up and push out the bad and bring in the good? Like I said, I did an interview the other night and I brought up, if you're doing it right in the bully world and if you're doing it right as a breeder, You know, yeah, you might get lucky like, you know, a George or Ed Shepherd or, you know, Eddie out there at Blue Line and stuff. But these guys have done this, you know, for years. They got a once-in-a-lifetime dog. They got lucky. You're probably not going to get that. Let's be honest. This is like a poker game. It's the hands that you get dealt. Mother Nature's going to deal you the puppies that she wants to. You can do a breeding twice. Same breeding twice. And not get the same puppies out of each breed. It's because it's genetics. What are you going to unlock in that breeding? What's Mother Nature going to give you in that breeding? But, you know, that's neither here nor there, you know, because people aren't going to do their research anyway. They don't give a fuck. You know, they just don't care. They're worried about the money. If you're doing it right, you're probably making enough to cover your vet bills, food bills, housing for your dogs if you actually give a shit about housing them correctly, you know, and you know, certain things like that. And yeah, you might put a little bit of money in your pocket, but you're damn sure not going to be putting $100 grand a year. I mean, let's be honest. If you're doing it right, you're probably not going to be putting $100 grand a year in your pocket, right? So my thing is when is enough enough? When is enough for us to come together as a bully community, stop the arguing between the IBKC, ABKC, RKC, BBCR, whatever else you want to name, to where, oh, this is my registry, this is my registry, this is my registry, I don't like these people because they're in that registry, and blah, 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 blah. When is it time to come together as a bully community, regardless of the registry, to go to all of the registries and say, enough is enough. We want our breed to be preserved, and enough is enough with the bullshit. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take. You know, like I said, if you don't like my opinions, if you don't want to be my friend on Facebook, if you don't want to follow what I do, I don't care. Just being honest. I have a real job that I pay my bills with and that I take care of my family and my dogs with. So if you don't buy a puppy from me, I don't care, because I have a real job. I don't depend on my dogs to be my, you know, my source of income. Dave Wilson himself has another job because he doesn't depend on his on that stuff to be his source of income. I mean, let's be honest, you know. But there's some of you out there that think that you're going to be the dog game millionaire and exploit these dogs for your source of income, and you're the people that are killing our breed. You're the people that need to be pushed out. But I don't know what it's going to take to get the bully world together as a whole to stop thinking about the money and to start thinking about the breed that we all got in because we loved. You know, and that's what you need to think. Think back when you first started this. Why did you get into it? Because you fell in love with a dog that you saw and you wanted to be a part of something. That's why I got into it. I haven't even been in it that long, and that's not a secret. Anybody can tell you that. But what I've seen in the little bit of time that I've been in it, it's enough to make your stomach sick. You know, it really is. To see the good people that have come and gone because of the drama, because of, you know, everything that's going on, it's kind of sad. You know, and nothing changes. Nothing. Because it's like there's not enough people that care about these dogs. Like, when is it time to start caring about the animals? They're a living being. They rely on us. You know, it's vets say that a full-grown dog has a mentality of a 2-year-old toddler. And a lot of you that have kids out there that have 2-year-olds know that they rely on you for food, for well-being, and everything else. These dogs are the same way. And when is it time for us to open our eyes and see that as a community? When is it time to open our eyes to see that we're fucking up this breed? You know, so I guess it's time to rise up, bully world. It's time to let your voice be heard. It's time to let the drama be squashed, and it's time for us to come together as a community for the breed that we love. I challenge you. I'm challenging you. And if you don't like it, unfriend me. I don't care. It is what it is. But it's time for somebody to be real with it and say, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this for the breed that I love, for the community that I've fallen in love with, and the bully family that are out there that I've fallen in love with. You know? And if you're not doing that, by all means, delete me. I don't care. But it's time to rise up, bully world, because our breed is dying. The good people that care about this breed are getting out because of the bad ones. That's when it's getting bad enough that there's time for some kind of change, some kind of revolution, some kind of something to save this breed. And if you love this breed and care about them enough, I ask you to share this. Give me your comments, give me your ideas, and let's see what we can do as a whole to fix what's broken right now. Man, thank y'all. Seriously, you know, keep it 100, man. Be about the bullies. Don't be about the greed. You know, that's one of the ways that we live. You know, we're for the breed, not the greed. And when a lot more people start living like that, this breed's going to get a lot better. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the support, and thank y'all for the love, man. Y'all have a good night.